On the day when Surrey signed wicketkeeper batsman Ben Foakes from Essex, Stephen Davis showed his worth by scoring his second LV County Championship 100 of the summer as his side got the better of Leicestershire on the first day of their match at Grace Road. Niall O'Brien became the latest man to lead Leicestershire in the four-day game this summer, and his decision to insert after winning the toss looked to be a sound one when Zafar Ansari edged a drive off Nathan Buck to Rob Taylor. Ansari was out for a duck, but Surrey still made rapid progress after that loss through Vikram Solanki and Rory Burns, who had perhaps forgotten that we were back playing four-day cricket. They took the total to 51 inside the first 11 overs of the game. Burns fell for 26, his aggressive approach leading to his downfall as he drove Charlie Shrek loosely to Dan Redfern. It was certainly entertaining stuff from both sides in the first hour. Taylor must have wondered why this appeal for an LBW against Solanki wasn't upheld. But getting on with it, he instead won this appeal against Tilakaratne Dilshan in the same over, the Sri Lankan on his way for 8. That left promotion chasing Surrey on 72 for 3, but the rest of the morning and then beyond belonged to them. Solanki completing a 50 off only 48 balls with this couple off Taylor. The former Worcestershire player had found the boundary 9 times since arriving early at the crease, and by lunch he'd moved on to 67 off 72 deliveries, made out of a total of 131 for 3. He was in scintillating form, his driving especially pleasing on the eye, as he was soon putting his side in control in what is a must-win game for his team. They entered this match just inside the top 2, but having played one more game than Hampshire and Essex beneath them, and 2 more than informed Kent. With only 2 to play after this, with Kevin Peterson expected to make an appearance in both, this was a big game for the Londoners. As it was for Davis. Some may feel that his time at the county may be under threat with the signing of Foakes from Essex. To produce an innings of this class was a fantastic effort and done with superb timing. A timing matched by his shots at Grace Road. With the boundaries coming thick and fast, Leicestershire were in danger of being overrun early on in this contest, the runs coming at more than 5 per over. Davis took 4 fours off 1 over from Buck to race to a half-century off 62 balls, his tally of boundaries up to 10 and counting. He and Solanki brought up the 200 for their team in only the 39th over, as none of the Leicestershire attack could stem the flow of runs. So it must have been with some relief when Taylor bowled Solanki as he missed a whip-through leg to go for 93 and to end a partnership of 135 made in 26 overs. Having been hit to all parts of the ground, all Leicestershire needed now was for Jason Roy to come in and play his natural game, but that's just what he did as the run rate was increased some more. It's been a stunning summer for Roy, and he was soon reeling off 1 boundary 4 after another as another 75 runs were added in the next 11 overs, the visitors getting a real move on. Davis has made a habit of getting out when well set, but not on this occasion. He moved into the 90s with ease. Only to lose Roy at the other end after he'd smashed 42 off 36 balls. Ollie Freckingham, in his first game of the season, helped with a very thick inside edge from the batsman. An over later, and Gary Wilson had been and gone, Buck having him LBW for a duck with a total on 283 for 6. But Davis was still there, and his wonderful 100 was reached with a push through mid-off, which took him to 3 figures off 114 balls with 16 fours included. It was an innings that reminded one and all of this man's talents. It's been a career which has not always gone to plan, but he still has many years ahead of him in the game, wherever it may take him in the future. Gareth Batty had joined him now. He continued the free scoring by hitting 3 of his first 4 balls to the boundary, but was out for 19 courtesy of an excellent leg side catch by O'Brien. 196 runs had come in a thrilling second session, those runs being made in only 36 overs, and so with Davis on 113, the evening session began with the visitors already on 327 for 7, and Davis maintained his excellent form through to the close, which came early because of the weather. The play we had was a little more normal, although Chris Tremlett struck this 6 off jig and Nake on his way to 22. He then went fishing off Freckingham to feed Nake a catch in the slips, with a total on 357 for 8 after 71 overs. Davis's knot was of course the standout in what was a special day for him. He and Stuart Meeker brought up the 400 in over number 85, and Surrey may have fancied many more before stumps were drawn, only for the weather to intervene in the 87th over. So the visitors ended a very good day for them on 403 for 8. Davis exceptional in making an undefeated 147 off 168 deliveries, and innings including 22 fours. He needs only 10 more for his best ever score for Surrey, and will be confident of doing that and possibly even bettering his best ever of 192 made for Worcestershire back in 2006.